What's the most twisted way your parents showed they loved you? My dad kept a notebook where he wrote down every single lie I ever told, starting from age 4. Not the big ones that every kid tells, but stupid stuff like saying I brushed my teeth when I didn't, or claiming I finished my vegetables when I fed them to the dog. He had dates, times, and even ratings for how creative each lie was. I found it by accident when I was 16, looking for printer paper in his office. It was this thick leather journal labeled Trust Account on the spine. Inside, the first entry said, March 3rd, 2012, said she didn't eat the cookies. Chocolate on face. Creativity, 210. There were hundreds of entries. Some had little notes, like getting better at eye contact or almost believed this one. The most recent one was from just 2 days before. Claims she's staying at Sarah's house Friday. Sarah's mom says they haven't talked in weeks. Creativity, 710. Execution, 310. I felt sick, like my whole life had been some weird experiment. Every conversation, every little moment had been analyzed and documented. I took photos of random pages with my phone, then put it back exactly where I found it. That night at dinner, I couldn't look at him. He asked about my day like always, and I gave short answers. Then he said something that made my blood freeze. You know, honesty builds over time, like interest in a bank account. I forced myself to stay calm, asked what he meant. He smiled and said, when I was born, he decided to track every lie I told so that one day, when I was old enough, he could show me the patterns, help me see where I went wrong. He called it love through documentation. Mom just kept eating, like this was totally normal. I asked if she knew about it. She nodded and said Dad loved in his own way, and this was how he showed he was paying attention, that most parents just let lies slide, but he cared enough to remember each one. I went to my room and cried, not because I was angry, but because I finally understood why I was such a good liar. When you grow up knowing someone is cataloging your every word, you learn to lie better. You practice your stories. You cover your tracks. You become exactly what they're documenting. The next Friday, I told them I was staying at Sarah's again. Dad raised an eyebrow but didn't say anything. I didn't go to Sarah's. I went to the library, made copies of every page in his journal, and mailed them to myself at college. The college I hadn't told them I'd already gotten into with a full scholarship. 2 months later, when I left for school, I left my own notebook on his desk. Inside was every lie he'd ever told me, starting with, this is just between us when I was 7 and he was hiding Mom's birthday present, all the way to I'm not disappointed when I quit piano. My last entry was, said this was about love. Creativity, 410. Execution, 110. He called me crying after he read it, said he never meant to hurt me, just wanted to protect me from becoming a liar. I told him the truth. He didn't protect me from becoming a liar. He trained me to be an excellent one. And the biggest lie I ever told was pretending his notebook didn't bother me for 2 whole months while I planned my exit. He asked if I'd ever trust him again. I said maybe, but I wasn't documenting it.